Hello everybody, Infernape Shinjo here, and welcome to another tier list video. And today, hold on, let me fix this because you don't need to see those ads on the side. Little by little, I'm gonna get this figured out. That looks good enough. So, today I am here to bring you another tier list, like I said, and today I am doing regional forms. So, since Alola, they got a whole bunch of regional forms and evolutions, and I'm here to rank them. Although I'm here in a boat where, do I rank them compared to how much better they are than the original, or how much worse they are? Or do I rank them as their own standalone? I'm still not entirely sure, so I am going to just kind of jump into it. So Alola and Rattata, before I get into this, just a fair warning. The regional forms in Legend Arceus are out, so if you haven't gotten to that point in the game where everything is revealed, there are going to be spoilers in this, just a fair warning. So Rattata and Raticate, they're just there. I would say I like Rattata just a little bit more because he's got the little mustache, but Raticate just, I don't know. I don't understand what they were thinking with Alola and Raticate. It just looked bigger, and I'm not sure why they were going with that. Now, Raichu, I really like Raichu. I would say a solid A tier for Raichu. It's gonna be hard because a lot of these, it's gonna depend on if I've used them or not, but a lot of them, like the Alola ones, are gonna be based off of how they were in the anime. So, up next is Sandshrew and Sandslash. I do like Sandshrew. You know what? I haven't used either one because I'm pretty sure that I got the version that had Vulpix and Ninetales. So on that note, Vulpix is an easy S tier, and I would say Ninetales is an A tier. Nothing amazing in the worst sense of the word, but like, I just prefer Vulpix just a little bit more. So Diglett and Dugtrio, I just don't care about them at all. I'm gonna put them in C tier. I feel like a lot of people would put Dugtrio in D tier, but like, I don't really mind it. I don't know. Then we got two Meowth forms, and the Alolan one, I'm gonna put B. I think I'll put the other one in B, just above it. And Persian, I think it's going to be the same situation as Raticate. I think the problem is they introduced so many Dark-type variants in Alola, which didn't think that Alola would be getting all these Dark-type variants, but here we are. So Geodude's line, it's hard because the Geodude line, I've never cared that much. Obviously, Brock had a regular Geodude, but I've never used one in the Alola games. They had very little spotlight in the anime, so I'd say I'm putting Geodude and Golem in B. They're at least tolerable in a way to put it, but Graveler, he's got too much going on, and considering the regular Graveler was just simple, this one just has way too much going on in my opinion. So Ponyta and Rapidash. Oh yeah, I guess I just have them in Dex order, not by Alola. So I'm putting Ponyta in S tier. I think the design itself to start is good, and the fact of how they introduced it, the 24-hour live stream, that was impressive. And I think the same goes for Rapidash. It's gonna go A tier like Vulpix and Ninetales did before. It's okay. I have a 6IV one in Sword or Shield, but I just don't care that much. So Slowpoke, at least I think that's Slowpoke. They don't really have a good picture of it. He's just regular Slowpoke, but he's poison typing now. I'm putting him in B tier. Slowbro, I like the Mega Man cannon that he's got, so I'm putting him a little bit above. And while I'm here, I'll put Slowking down there because he's just looking kind of weird. He looks like a mad scientist, which isn't exactly wrong, but I don't know. Actually, on that note, let me round out Berserker. Berserker looks really cool. I like the shiny of it, so I'm putting it in A tier. Is there anything else that I've covered so far that I could cover in evolution? Nope, that's it. Okay, so Farfetch'd. They actually gave Farfetch'd something to do. That's impressive. But even so, it's a B tier. I think I would prefer it more if it itself was a dark type as well, because it just looks like a dark type. But Surfetch'd deserves A tier. I love that they cut off half of Surfetch'd's body in this picture just to have his big sword. And again, at the same time with how they were doing the leaks back in the Sword and Shield days, they just had a picture of Surfetch'd sideways and that was the leak. It was just all blurred out. That was good. I still remember that. Grimer and Muck don't really care too much. I mean, Muck looks better, so I'm putting Muck in B. But no, I'm putting Grimer just below Muck. I just don't understand why they decided, of all things, to give Grimer a little beard, a little drool cup, if you will. Alolan Exeggutor is just hilarious. He's along the same lines as Surfetch'd, where he's just long boy. Yeah, that's basically it. Never really used an Alolan Exeggutor, so I can't really say much on that front. Marowak, I think Marowak, as much as it pains me to do this, he's gonna go in B tier, or A tier. Sorry, I can't read today. But he's gonna go in A tier, but at the very end of it. As much as I love Alolan Marowak, I don't think I can put him in S tier. Weezing's just gonna go in B tier. Mr. Mime and Mr. Rhyme I don't really care too much about, so both of them are just gonna go in B tier. I like the inspiration, but it's just not something that I care too much about. Now the birds, see, because the original versions of the birds, I obviously I like them because Gen 1, but out of the three, I definitely preferred Zapdos. So let's start with him. Zapdos is gonna go in A tier. Moltres, it's definitely a better Moltres than the original. And even though the typing is not unique at all, I'm just gonna put him in A tier. Actually, I think I'm just gonna put all three of them in A tier, and that's exactly how I'm gonna rank them. I think from the originals, it'll be Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres. I just never personally cared too much for Moltres, but this way it looks, I think this looks better. So up next we have Corsola and Cursula, and those two just bring me bad memories. I'm gonna put both of them in B tier. I think the only reason that they're out of C tier, in my opinion, is the designs, but it's just the same thing with Umbreon. I just can't look at them on and think, oh, it's gonna be super tanky, super bulky, gonna strength sap all my hit points, are gonna go to it. Well, not the hit points, the attack stats are gonna go to it. It's just gonna be a wall that's gonna sit on the field and you're not gonna have any fun. That's just my personal opinion. And Zigzagoon, Linoon, and Obstagoon. I think Zigzagoon is adorable. Linoon is definitely not as good in my opinion, so I think he's gonna go at the top of B tier. But Obstagoon, do I want to put Obstagoon above Zigzagoon? Yeah, I think I'll put him above Zigzagoon. I think that's fair. And so next is Darumaka and Darmanitan and his Zen mode. The Zen mode is just absolutely hilarious. Actually, to be fair, he's kind of hilarious too because he's got a big old snow clump on his head and a beard. Darumaka just doesn't look too much different from the original, but I still do like the design, so I'm just gonna put it like that. Have I ever moved? No, Geodude and Golem were in one tier and Graveler's in another. I was wondering if I didn't change any of that. So Yamask and Runerigus, I don't know it's actually how to pronounce. Yamask doesn't look too different. I think I think it's gonna go alongside Linoon. He's neat, but just not much different. And him, he... Do I want to put him... No, you know what? Ghost Bros. I'm putting him beside Marowak. He's just really cool, although I'm wondering why the picture is so small, but hey, you do you. And finally, Stunfisk. He's just a pain in the butt when I'm trying to get items in Sword and Shield, so that doesn't help me at all. Okay, so that covers everything so far. If you weren't paying attention to the bottom, there are going to be spoilers for Legend Arceus. Saying this one final time so you can't be mad at me. So, yeah, that's all of them. Okay, so everything's out of order for some reason. So let's start with Arcanine. Easy S tier. Easy S tier. I feel like there are people on both sides of the spectrum. Some like Arcanine, or some like Growlithe, some don't. I just find him adorable. He's just a dumb idiot and I love him. Arcanine, he's gonna go in a very solid A tier. I think he's gonna go right there. Maybe... No. He's going below Runerigus. Because the thing with the A tiers, Marowak is great, Runerigus is great. They both have amazing shinies. I love the ghost typing on them. But I can't really realistically put them in S tier. But with Arcanine, the only issue that I have is that the black fur isn't white. As a matter of fact, I saw a mod just today where somebody made it look like what it should be, in my opinion. And it just looks a whole lot better. So we're going so out of order here, but it's okay because Avalug's up next. I don't care about Avalug before, and I'm definitely not going to care about him now. Okay, now, is he... Wait a minute. They didn't even bother to put the Basculin on here? I know it's not that much of a difference, but still. Okay, no Basculin then. So let's start with the starters. Decidueye. He looks cool. I think Decidueye is gonna go... Actually, I think... Where'd the other ones go? Decidueye's there. Where in the heck are the other starters? Samurott and Typhlosion. I think all of them are going to go in A tier. See, it's weird because I never cared much for Decidueye because it was so popular before. Samurott I liked, but at the same time, there are issues that I have with it. And Typhlosion, obviously, Johto. So I think these three designs are definitely an improvement. I think one change I'm going to make is Typhlosion's going above the two of them. Because Typhlosion is a starter that I did pick. I think Typhlosion's going to go right over here because Cyndaquil was a starter that I did pick for the game. And I'm just having a whole blast playing with him. So there's no Basculin. Basculegion is going to go... He's just going to go with the other ghost, isn't he? Right above Arcanine. Did I put all the ghost-type regional forms right over there? I think I might have. Well, Typhlosion's right there, but he's close enough. I think those are all the ghosts. Oh, Corsola. Yeah. So not all of them are there. I'm going to save the big boys for later. Voltorb. I think Voltorb's going to go B. It's not much different from its regular, but actually... Yeah, I'm going to put it right next to Linoon, because other than a color swap for Linoon, it's not much different, so the same goes for Voltorb. Electrode, I just don't care as much for, but he's still in the same tier. Where do I go next? Lilligant. Let me go to Lilligant, actually. Lilligant's not bad. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to construct a team for Legend Arceus, but, like, there are so many mons I want to use that it's hard for me to decide. And I thought a Lilligant wouldn't be a bad addition to my team. And so, what I did, not even sugarcoating it, I went to the Cotton Edge Prairie, wherever the Petalil are found, and I literally reset there, went back to my camp, went back there, caught 24 Petalil, and one Alpha variant. No lie. I released all the other ones, but you know, I got an alpha. And honestly, the grass fighting typing works better on it than Decidueye in my opinion. I think I'm going to put Lilligant above Arcanine. Because Lilligant as a Mon, I didn't really care too much for post this game. But I know a lot of people liked it because you could like own tempo, teeter dance, or not teeter dance, pedal dance, you wouldn't get confused, all that stuff. But I just never really cared for the design. But now I actually don't mind. Braviary is going to go... I'm going to have to move this down. Actually, let me go to Weirdeer because Weirdeer was announced way early on. So I think when I found Weirdeer through the trailer, I just got done recording videos. I was scrolling through my phone on YouTube and I saw the trailer. I thought I'd watch it. And I saw the Weirdeer on the mountain. I was so blown away. But he's... I don't know. I'm putting him at the very bottom of A tier. He's not bad, but it's just the poster child for the variants in the game. Not bad, but yeah. Sneasel and Sneasler. I haven't gotten to the point where I could get them in the game yet, so I'm just going to put them in A tier. I love the poison fighting typing, but I'd personally like Weavile a lot more, but that's just me. Quillfish. So the regular Quillfish isn't that different. I like the Poison Dark typing, and I think that's the only reason it's not staying out of D tier. Overquill. He looks goofy, I know, but he's going in A tier. Nope, Meowth bumped up there. Where was Meowth before? Meowth? I think Meowth was right over here. Overquill needs to go up here. And Braviary, actually, let's get these two out of the... Why is everything moving? Let's get these two out of the way. Zorua and Zoroark are easy S tiers. There is no way that you can tell me these designs don't look absolutely amazing. And Ursaluna? Let me just go to Ursaluna next. He's not bad. I think he's going to go A tier. The normal ground typing, I think it's unique to only... Nope, Diggersby is a thing. Okay, so it's not a unique typing. And neither is Braviary's. But I still like Braviary as a Mon, so I'm putting him there. Sliggoo and Goodra, not gonna lie. When I saw the leaks that these were gonna be the forms, I wasn't sure how to feel. I haven't really gotten to the point where I can use the Goodra. But I did run into an Alpha Sliggoo earlier, and just it running towards me, speeding on through its shell, that just terrified the living nightmares out of me, so I'm putting him in above it. Cleaver. Cleaver's a cool Mon, but I'm just going to put him in A tier. Because the thing of it is, it's an evolution of Scyther, but Scizor is much better in my opinion. And on a subject of much better, I'm going to put Enamorus right there at C tier, where the Therian form with a white background is going to go above it. The Therian form, I just really like it. There's a whole bunch of different inspiration. I think it's supposed to be like a ram or something, but it just looks great. Dialga and Palkia's origin forms, absolutely D tier. Why did they think that those were a good idea? Okay, so that covers everything, and I think one change I am gonna make is putting Marowak into S tier. I wasn't sure about it, but I realized that besides Zoroark, everything else in S tier is just a cute Pokemon, so I feel like putting Marowak up there is fair. Alright, so that covers my regional variants video. It actually was longer recording than I expected it to be, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on these regional variants, especially the new ones in Legend Arceus, and if I don't make a video specifically towards Legend Arceus, what's your team looking like? I can make a video if I think about it or if I have time or whatever. I'm rambling. I'll see you next time. Momentai.